Brewers log, May 1st. So tonight has been a busy night. I got 14 bottles of brown apple bottled. I bottled the 2-gallon bucket because when I went to rack it, I found that it was already nicely carbonated and decided to skip the racking stage, especially since it was Members Mark. It was fairly clear of sediment to begin with. So I got 14 bottles out of that and it came out pretty good. There are 6 bottles there of the Musovado brown sugar. They're really strong woody taste. They got 2 teaspoons of white sugar in it to help carbonate because we found it was just a little bit off without having any carbonation in it. So we'll see how those come out. As you can see here, the 3 flowers is bubbling along nicely. The 2 summer shanties, not much bubbles yet, but usually with SO4 it takes a few days to get those going. The rest of them are sitting here bubbling along like they should, or most of them are getting to the point that I need to be racking or bottling them. So hopefully I'll get to more of them this week. Last 3 things I did was the 3 jugs that were in the fridge, the Musselman's White and Musselman's Brown, and have been racked. And the white SO5 that I had on the counter that I wasn't sure when it started, it has also been racked. Musselman's came out pretty good. They actually have more of that cider or extra flavor to it. And the white sugar still has a little bit of sweetness, so we were quite happy with them. I'm going to let them sit for a few days and crash a little more before we try to bottle them. I guess I can't forget these 3. We went ahead and put the Pomegranate Cider into 1 liter bottles, the 32-ounce bottles, or 34, whatever they actually are. So they're double the size of the smaller ones. Since we don't plan on carbonating them, they went straight into the fridge and are ready for drinking, and we can just pour them out into a glass as we want. So I believe that was all that I got done tonight. It's still quite a bit, considering I believe I bottled 4 gallons of cider and racked 3 more. So I got quite a bit done tonight, and it probably took me about an hour and a half to do all that. So, alright, so I thought I'd give you a view of what the Muscovado, I think that's how you say, brown sugar did. As you can see, it's a very dark cider. It has kind of a woody flavor to it. It's kind of the fill. It very deep molasses flavor to it. It's got a very unique flavor. So far, I think it's actually came out pretty good. I'm not sure if it'll be something we'll do again or not. We'll see how it works after carbonating. But it did actually come out a lot better than what I expected that I'd get from it. But I thought I'd give you a view of it because it looks a lot different than most of the ciders. Even my normal brown sugars don't come out this dark. So, and the flavor on it is not a normal brown sugar. So it definitely is its own cider. So that's all I got.